Sometimes here it's hard to tell the sound of the wind from the sound of the waves, or the sound of the waves from the sound of the rain, or the sound of the wind and the waves and the rain from the sound of my breath. Expressing the Earth will be a featured documentary film about geopoetics as the creative expression of the Earth in the arts, sciences and thinking, and in combinations of them. It will trace the origins of geopoetics in Scotland and France and show where it is today and where it is going. It will reveal how geopoetics inspires many creative people who are concerned about the climate and ecological emergency facing the Earth.
We are living through a period of loss of species, loss of habitats, and a loss of lifeways that support the flourishing not only of all peoples of the earth, but of all living beings. In pursuing the Western-centric and capitalist cultural project, we have fallen out of kilter with our other earth akin. It is a precarious and overwhelming situation that we are ill-prepared to encounter. Perhaps the best we can do is to call on approaches that create the conditions for greater empathy, awareness and cooperation. Approaches that invite creative responses and draw on multiple forms of expression. Approaches that open up to the wisdom of old ways of knowing and dwelling, to reorientate us towards earth ways, to follow, as Kenneth White puts it, ideas of the earth. This is the potential of the Geopoetic project.
What I'm looking for, both as an artist and as a perceiver of art, is the kind of work that creates world. The kind that enlarges the sense of life, the sense of a creative exchange between artist and the energies and rhythms of the universe, specifically our bit of it, the small planet that we live on. The Scottish Centre for Geopoetics helps to connect me with artists and work of that kind.
Geology is all around us. It's in the buildings that we build, it's in the water that we drink, and it's a foundation of geopoetics. It's a foundation that we need going forward with the energy transition, climate change, and finding resources for the future.
Hi, my name is Leela Soma, a poet from Glasgow. Why is geopoetics important? Eco-poetry is important to show that the biodiversity and the unprecedented loss of 1 million species on Earth must be recorded. My own poem often refers to nature too. Here's one, Mother Tongue. Pollen drenched, the rain in the bark, the roots deep in sepia earth, the boughs and branches thick with green leaves, the young shoots from the fallen seeds and all the wilderness. My native tongue, the original syntax, camouflaged within me by a new language in the land of the exile. Memories of the language flow in the soul. and the locked place of lullabies. The tunes fresh like dewdrops on a newly blossomed lotus, delicate, fragile, rekindled by the music of the rustling leaves, the faint tune from mother's breath, keeping heart and soul alive with longing for those soft words of comfort of mother's arms, to hear familiar sounds, cadences, and nursery rhymes. Thank you.
I'm James Murray White, a filmmaker and activist in the area of rewilding, and I've long been a big supporter of the Scottish Centre of Geopoetics as inspired by the poetry of Kenneth White. Geopoetics is inspiring so many artists and activists. It shows us a radical way to engage with elements and landscapes and opens the field into communities of expression and creativity.
It's an honor to be a part of the Geopoetics Network globally, and it is definitely a transformative aspect of my own academic, personal, and creative life. Thank you for supporting Geopoetics.
I'm really excited about being part of a film surrounding creative expression of the Earth, since I would like this planet's life to have a future. I'm new to geopoetics, but I can already see how artists and scientists could work together to show the world how important it is to conserve all forms of life facing the climate emergency.
Geopoetics is a big idea whose time has come. It is attracting artists, scientists, and environmental activists all over the world by its vision for the Earth and all its creatures. We hope you will support us by joining the Scottish Centre for Geopoetics and by donating to our crowdfunding appeal to help us to make our feature documentary film expressing the Earth. Thank you for supporting us.